G'day everyone, welcome to the stream. I think this is working. Is it? This one? Yep. Pretty sure it's all working. I'm going to do this on my free-to-play account again. I'm updating my spreadsheet for where all of the modularization skills drop. I believe it is a post T7 Traveler requirement. I think someone said it's one of the thingos. One of these. It'll be a profound talent selection to enable the modularizations to drop. I completed the Glacial Abyss yesterday. So I'm just updating my spreadsheet. Which is this one. I'll add in a row there. Bring that down so it's the same size. Delete that. And I'll just name it Modularization Spectres. Then I just need to insert a link. Sheets. Copy of calcs. That's fine. Let's rename this Modularization Spectres. So in Glacial Abyss, we found a few of them. And now I'll just go through and find the rest. Then I'll probably make a video on where they all drop. These are all the maps so far with the bosses that they drop. Glacial Abyss. Maps. Next up I have Lava Sea. Maps. Let's write them all down. So I have Elemental Mine, Path of Sacrifice, Dragon Rest Canyon, Shimmering, oops, too many M's, Shimmering Hole, Twisted Valley, Court of Darkness, Confession Chapel, Smelting Plant, Heart of the Mountains, Where Lies Confession, Sunset Dome Bottom, Savage Grasslands. How many is that? Let's see. Glacial Abyss has 12 maps, and so does Lava Sea. Alright, let's start with Elemental Mine and see what we end up with. Actually, do I have God of War for free? I do not. I need some God of War beacons. God of War? War compasses are 2 each. Wow, there's pretty much none available. Everything's out of stock. There we go. This will get us through until go live, which is good. Random shit selling. Yeah. Lava Sea, there we go. Alrighty, Elemental Mines. Hopefully I can finish this off and then... Oh, is that a goblin? Yeah, it is. Nice. Bit of sustain if I need the maps. Bum 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 bum. So this boss is Dwarven Automaton. Automaton. Next up we have Path of Sacrifice. If only I could spell. How's it going, Spin? Over 8 hours plus compared to EU. Yeah, comes out at 1 PM for me, which is phenomenal. It's pretty much perfect timing. I haven't played anything on Roblox in a little while because my son ended up being a bit of a bully and a douchebag at school. So he got banned off Roblox and he is yet to get it back. So I pretty much only played Challenger Gerald. I played Roblox with him. Challenger Gerald. So I haven't really played anything lately. I've been playing Grey Zone Warfare. That's a reasonably decent game. Unfortunately, it's in pre-alpha. So there's a few... Where does modularization drop? So far, we've found these ones. So you just do the map village. You just do the map after you've done T7 Traveler. We believe there is a profound talent node that you select, and then the bosses that are listed here can drop the module. So I'm just going through each of the zones, finding out where you would need to go to farm that boss, so we can have a clear farming strategy if we want to get these to drop in the upcoming season. So I'm just going through Lava Sea now, then I'll do Thunder, Steel Forge, and Voidlands. 4 AM. I'd almost like 4 AM. Because it comes out at 1, which gives me 3 hours to play before I have to go and get the kids. And it would allow me to stream longer. Because if you're unaware, in Australia, there is social media laws. So it's illegal for anyone under 16 to have a social media account. So theoretically, oh, I forgot to see what that was. Theoretically, if my kids come on stream, show their face, I'm pretty much breaking the law, which isn't fantastic. So I could continue streaming after they get home and hope they don't pop their head in, or I just turn my cam off. I still get to play until midnight or something, which is great. So I get 12 hours of play. But if it was 4 AM, then I could play from 4 AM until, 12 PM and get a massive session in. Oh, what am I doing? Dying. Oh, I'm going to die again, aren't I? There's too much stuff on the ground. What's the boss? Boss is Ratlin Stormer Captain. That's another one of them. How to speed up campaign runs. Yep. So you can get on now and create yourself a drop filter for your build. That'll help you out immensely for the upcoming season. I definitely recommend doing that. Pretty much all you need to do is create from a template. You can just create one from the junior and then go through and edit it. I would really only edit gear. This is only for the campaign. It's not for anything else. So you don't really need any of those. So you can just delete all of these if you want, or you can just create a new file for the top, go hidden drops, and gear. So just have it so it hides literally everything. Yeah, so that just hides everything. Then you just create a new filter, and you don't want it hidden. You just want it to be something. Go into here, item types. You can select what you're using, or you can just go through with the random affix and choose something like what's important. So life regen is very important. Life regen well moving. I think that's been removed next season, to be honest. So life regen, that gets you through the campaign, which is fantastic. So any gear that drops with life regen on it, that's pretty huge. You could also create one, let's say like this, and have it so the amount of energy. So if it has 11 energy on it, that would be pretty huge. You could even select what types of gear you want to do on that, and just make sure you hit apply for that one once you've created it. Name it something like campaign for SS12. And then when you get to maps, just remove this and start using one of your other loot filters for that. If you're using a movement speed skill, make sure you add magic dash, so you've got extra dashes, periodic burst, quick mobility, all of the abilities or supports that make you faster, because generally you can just go to the treasure troves, level up, and then you can use your movement ability to get the next treasure trove and smash through as fast as possible. Recommend to create own game filter from scratch. Yep. Don't copy someone else. Yep. Always press Alt to show hidden loot. Yep. The problem with using other people's filters is you may value something that they don't. A lot of the end game filters will hide early game hero memories, so you'll be thinking that you're not getting any loot when really it's just hidden. I was never really one to use, like, other people that play this class, they use frigid transmission and they're just dashing literally everywhere. I just don't have the brain power for that. What's this boss? Children of the Phantom.
Not bad, but too bad.
Next up we have... Oh, I got Macca's, but I was in such a rush to... Season start, I think I'll go Boom Moto. However, I still want to try out God of Might. So I think I will attempt maybe a 3 aura Boom Moto and go life and life regen based instead of energy shield. Trog, boss. I've already done this one. Yeah. Second general. What was that on the ground, actually?
Not now.
I mean, it doesn't matter because Terrible price. Nice drop. Top 5 season starters. Yuga 2, definitely. Probably. I haven't tested it, but I think Carino 2 Ice Lance will be insanely good. Erica 1, BM Legolas's build. People are saying it's squishy, other people are saying it's not. So, but looking at BM Legolas's playthroughs, he often has an insane amount of deaths. So, I think Death Zerging to Profound is probably the play because that's where you get all the currency. You just got to put up with dying all the time. A lot of people get to Profound, be squishy as anything, and but that's where you get the big drops. So just Death Zerg until you've got the currency to get defenses.
Not bad.
It's annoying as hell. I hate dying. But that seems to be the play. So what to say? Yuga 2, Carino 2, Erica 1. What was this? What was it? I killed it too quick. That's annoying. Bing 1? Yeah, I hear Thea 1 is... I tried to watch Minmax's video on Thea 1 yesterday, but I don't know. I don't like watching sick people. You know, just coughing and splattering, and I'm like, ugh, nah, this isn't for me. Even though I clear my throat all the time.
There's no escape for you.
Do as I say, not as I do. What's this boss? Chief Machinist.
Not bad. But too bad you met me.
Yeah, after watching Don's video, I'm like, nah, this is pretty much a more in-depth version of what I do. And I didn't feel like just copying the same video as what Don did, so I just didn't make a tier list this season. I want to make a different type of tier list, which doesn't really matter when it comes out, so I'll do it next season. Throne Blade.
Not bad.
What else? A smelting plant. Yeah. It won't... they won't help at all for the race, because, as you just said, they drop after the criteria for the race. Gemma 2 should be an insane starter. Eerie Shadow.
Not bad.
As the server goes down? Okay. I haven't actually claimed. I should claim. Oops. Did I even get the Till Moon 0417? Oh, I even got to claim the rewards on this server. Grab my boon, see what I get. Nothing. Shop. What's the achievement? 2,000 maps. Okay. that sounds like the worst build in the entire game, Spin. If something is so manual, it sounds not very Torchlight Infinite at all. Let's go Gemma 2, Tangle, Ice Lance, Yuga 2, MC, there one, maybe, if you hate yourself. Rosa 2 is good. C2 Ice Lance. And they improved the Tangle medium as well. They gave it a much larger attachment range. Gave it +1 Tangle. So I've got a few improvements. What's this one? Ratlin Lizard Rider.
So, it's my turn, finally. From fire and ice, I rise.
Oh yeah, Moto 1 should be good too. So Moto 1 got... the worst thing about Moto was needing to resummon your minions all the time, which isn't a problem anymore because there's a bunch of minions take 90% less damage. And it's a 90% less additional damage as well, so... Your minions probably shouldn't die ever. If you watched my hardcore attempts, I was constantly needing to resummon my minions, which was a gigantic pain in the ass. Oh, there's a goblin.
Not bad, but too bad.
What is it? Agito Binder. Well, Moto 1. During campaign and maps, you still only have to summon them at the start of the maps anyway, so it's not a big deal. But when you get to later on, it's a massive pain in the ass. But then, by the time you're doing that, there should be the activation medium minions available, which auto-summon all of your minions at the start of each map. And with all those changes, they shouldn't be dying constantly in those maps.
Once again, the fire burns.
Kin's Constable Sid. And lastly, we have Savage Grasslands. Yeah, Phantoms are... If you go on Moto 2, you use Phantoms as soon as possible, because they're OP. I'm sure Big Chungus will annihilate with it. Trog Boss. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's hide these so it's easier to see. Dwarven Automaton. Lava Sea was Elemental Mine. Gerald.
Freedom
No.
but a bone.
Stormer Captain, yes. Dragon Rest. Children of the Phantom is a no. Trog second boss, I've already written that in. Chief Machinist, yes. Court of Darkness. Throne Blade is not one. Eerie Shadow. Ratlin Lizard Rider, I thought was one. No. Oh, excuse me. Agito Binder, Sid. No, no. And normal Trog Boss. No. So Glacial Abyss has 7. Lava Sea has 4. Yeah, Iron Nest. That was in the supplementary patch notes yesterday.
Burning is my will to fight.
What's this button do? Start a poll, Q&A. Yeah, maybe later. When? Yeah. Probably T8. Probably Profound. Why not Deep Space Plus? What am I doing next? Thunder Wastes. Alleys of Pilgrims. Wall of Sorrows. Grove of Calamity. Desolate Village. King's Hub. Defiled Oasis. All in the Mirror. Oh. Mirror. Thirsty Mines. Rain Mist Jungle. Prayer Sanctuary. Sacred Courtyard and Gallery of Moon. Let's start with Alleys of Pilgrims.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
There's no escape for you.
I'm rich. Oh, boss. Sentry Leader Alex. I need to eat my macas. The reason I was late, I was getting the Mrs. Macas and I got myself some to make it a mess. So I'll just mute while I eat. Full Mist Atlas. You mean just this? And just kill a bunch of the residents. I didn't even know there was a mist essence. Oh, confusion card. RS2 should be fine, yeah. Nine bosses at once, eh? Which one's that? Additional. Ah, it's down here. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. That's not too many points either, to be honest. Might be worth the try.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Is that all you've got? Not bad. But too bad you met me. Oh, how I thrive on the pain of my foes.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
There's no escape for you. Not bad. But too bad you met me. Burning is my will to fight.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
me.
I didn't think anyone would appreciate listening to me chew, so that's why I muted the mic. Mrs. came in saying disgusting things, so that's why I thought it was funny.
Carry the weight of both honor and shame.
She didn't want to repeat it if I unmuted the camera, the mic though. Plateau Dragonbone Beast. Beast, best. Can I make a hero tier list? I probably could, but it'd just be my opinion. I guess that's what hero lists are anyway. There are tier lists. Don's tier list is... I find that interesting. Although, I also like spreadsheets. Every time I do a tier list, everyone's like, you're so out of touch. MC's dead. And then MC ends up being still overpowered because it's mind control. Tier lists are weird. It's the video that gets pretty much the most views out of any other video that you'll make all season. And they're just people's opinions and hold almost zero weight whatsoever. And this season's even worse because no one has access to the PTR because there is no PTR.
I see.
Chief Nexus Beacon. So it is literally everyone's opinion on how they are interpreting AI translated patch notes. So we always see that, you know, what we read in the patch notes doesn't really ever translate accurately. So people are like, oh, this is a 68 billion% damage increase. And then it's really just a 20% damage increase. And the character's not, you know, the meta. And then everyone else just gets shafted because they've wasted all their first few days on a character that's actually still dog shit. I've noticed a lot of large ember. Automaton. There's been a few videos come out like, oh, everything you need to know about this mechanic that we know nothing about. Like, okay. People call me a troll. And people are just guessing how everything's gonna drop and work and stuff. Like, ugh. I'd rather not make a video than make a video like that. And it gets the clicks. I'd rather get the mechanic at go live, figure it out, and then put out a video going, hey, this is what I've learnt. But I guess that mindset's not going to get me many King's Hunter. What was that? Aegithus? Aegithus? Something like that. Yeah, everyone's just guessing about what the patch notes said. I think this. Okay. Everyone's welcome to their opinion. That's why instead of making a tier list today, I figure I'd just... Well, everyone's going to want a modularization of some sort. At least I can put together a list that shows where they come from. This isn't based on guessing unless... I didn't look at what it was. Unless for some reason they don't make it target farmed. Although in the video they did say, have you ever wanted this boss? Well, now you can kill him and get this. What was it? Prayer? Sanctuary. Yeah. So if they make this a random drop from any boss, that'll be super stupid. But hopefully it's a targeted farm based on the map that you're doing. God of Swords.
Not bad.
Sacred Courtyard. Yeah. Where's the... Actually, let's look at the patch notes again for a sec.
Freedom is but a bone thrown to the weak by the powerful.
Is it patch notes that I wanted? Or... No, it was TLIDB. And then we have modularization. Such a shit word for it. And then we click on any of them. We have all of these. So are these the random abilities, random affixes that they're all going to have? So you farm up, say, Itchy Storm or the Trog boss, because this is the one that gives the strength per... damage per strength. And then you also need whatever this is. So why can't I click that to see what that Chinese says? "25% additional damage when a minion summoned by this skill is at low life. But they've included a whole ton of this minion takes no damage and minions are immortal." So that seems like a stupid program. +1 max spell burst, that's cool. That'll be good for a Grim Phantom type one. Melee damage. Fuck yeah. Fearless program with Trog would be insane. Armor break protocol, that'd be insane. Ooh. Ah, to you and allies. Ooh, haste protocol. Yes, please. Is that right? Plus 15% additional physical. So these will be insane. So there's a fair few good options here, as long as you don't get the Trog boss and get like erosion damage or some shit. Yeah. Me here to play Torchlight, not piano. Yeah. Even this build, I have to dash and press R. Whew. What's this? Chief Machinist? finally, Gallery of the Moon. Gallery of the Moon. What if I do this and I go to YouTube? Can I do this? What's Don putting out it now? Best early void chart. Fuck, he is farming views like crazy.
Thirsting to destroy all.
Bum 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 bum. No, it's not working. Whatever. I'll just keep going.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
3-on-1. Ooh. So you had haste protocol, which is the movement speed, additional physical, and max life. That'd be pretty cool. Einhar Supreme Elder Sage.
Not bad, but too bad you met me.
Supreme Elder Sage. Alright, so that's Thunder Waste done as well. BM Legolas is one of the few European streamers that I can actually understand. What's next? We got Steel Forge. Windbreath Cliff. City of Eternal Fire. Beast Plains. Thorny Filth. Alleys of the Lost. Cloud Walls. Shrine of Despair. Weeping Mines. Wall of the Pure. Sun Temple. Corona Shrine. Shrine of Punishment. What's first? Windbreath. Milky speaks pure English, not diluted. It's like full strength beer. It's not as popular as mid strength, but then it's not fully diluted like American Bud Light.
Not bad.
You understand Korean more. That's funny.
Not now.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Is that all you've got? Not bad, but too bad.
Agito Punisher. Come on, what's going on? Lag? What am I up to? Beast Plains.
Conflicts carry the weight
British
of
people
both
speak
honor
London.
and shame.
I'll have to start using
No
that.
escape for you.
Oops, what am I doing? I'm not clearing. I just want to get to the boss. Sand giant. Thorny filth.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
You'd think the thorny filth that'd be a cactus-ridden shithole. Oh, I'm about to die. How did I not die there? Ember-winged beast. Glasgow. Danish. Aussie accents. Similar to Danish, is it? Alleys of the Lost.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
What language do they speak? Obviously Danish. Is Danish a language? Secondary Nexus Beacon.
From fire and ice, I rise again. Not bad, but too bad.
I think I've already done Cloud Wall, haven't I? Yeah. That's Trog, second general. Danish. Denmark. Yeah, okay. I'm dumb. Maybe I should be the one going to school, not my kids. That's what I get for only passing year 10.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Shrine of Despair. Yeah, it is back here. God damn it. Maybe I should start Gemma 2 next season. It hasn't been touched, so it's still going to be absolutely mental. Divine Apostle.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Is that all you've got?
I think this is the... Yeah, this is the map that I was thinking of yesterday. Is it Weeping Mines? Where you go down the elevator. Dwarven Automaton. Wall of the Pure.
Conflicts carry the weight of
Iceland, which is green, and Greenland, which is covered in ice. That's right, isn't it? I think.
And boot.
Pretty weird. How bizarre, how bizarre. Umbra
Not
Infiltrator?
bad.
can't remember how that was spelled. Infiltrator. I'm sure there's not many other infiltrators, so it's not going to matter. Sun Temple. Problem with going to any other country in the world is I live in Melbourne and coffee sucks literally everywhere else. Nowhere else in the world does good coffee except for Melbourne in Australia.
Not bad, but too bad.
Children of the Phantom. Yeah. I went to one of my partner's cousins for Christmas one time, and they paid an absolute shitload for their... What? It's just the fact that Melbourne, Australia has the best coffee in the world. They paid like $1 million for their tiny little one-bedroom house, but the backyard, it's on a hill, and across from them is a Shetland pony farm on the side of a hill, and there's like deer walking across to the farm and stuff, and it looked like it pretty much looked like an oil painting. It was so incredibly gorgeous, but so incredibly expensive. Agito Punisher. Demonetizing. It's not just about where it comes from, it's about the... Well, there's not much skill in coffee, to be honest. You grind the shit down, you froth the milk. You put it together. Takes 3 seconds. There are some pretty wanky coffee spots in Melbourne, though. I remember going to one, and they served it in a beaker. I'm like, you're not that special, mate. Einhar large golden puppet. Einhar large golden puppet. Alright, that's still Forge done. Voidlands. Elemental Mine. Oh. Elemental Mine. Grim Alleys. Filthy Forest. Best name in the game. Dreamless Thicket. Shimmering Swamp. Shrine. Oh, Agony. Luminescent Throne. Mundane Palace. Jungle of the Brood. Grimwind Woods. Pretty sure I've already done that one. Gallery of Stars. And Yesterday Chambers. Have I already done Grimwind? No, I thought I did. Anywho, Elemental Mine is the first one. Pre-season, the servers go down in a couple of hours for a day. And then they come out, it's released at like 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Probably Boom. Although this character hasn't been touched and this is an absolute joke, so maybe I should play this in order to farm early. You could make a shit ton of FE early on this character. Oops, Dwarven Automaton. Lucky I saw that for a second. Yeah, I should go through and add the descriptions and look at the... I can do that after the servers go down, though. Look at... Yeah, it's like... That's the reason I went with Gemma 2 on my free-to-play. Because I don't have the pets. I don't have anything, and it's still just blasted, which is insane that they basically improved it next season. But then there's buffs to minions. Maniacal Army buff seems way too good to be true. 210% additional damage. Berserker. Filthy Forest, where I started the boss rush strategy so many seasons ago. Now I'm not even known as the boss rush guy. Gosh. I think I'm a real rat took that over.
There's no escape for you.
Great Worm. There is no test server this season. They didn't like the fact that there was so many leaks, so they removed the PTR. Well, it's there. It updated, but it was not activated, if that makes sense, which is weird. So I downloaded 29 gig over 2 hours for literally no reason. Unless it goes live after the season goes live, which is completely pointless. Priest of Elements.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think Carino 2 is going to be insane. Carino 2, Ice Lance. Even though the jump stuff, I think someone said that it can't chain back onto itself, which, I don't know, seems fine anyway. Blade Shadow. Well, the real problem with the PTR is it is so insanely... It's like a pre-alpha build that we get. So a lot of the text is just affix bracket, you know. The PTR is not in any shape to be, you know, reported on or tested. So it's pretty much if you submitted every single bug that was in the PTR. Oh, I didn't even see what that was. Yeah. Someone will have had access and they will have found all of the bugs that just allow you to print currency. Well, C2 wasn't very popular this season, was it?
And meet
Conflicts carry the weight of both
It
honor
used to
and
be
shame.
mega popular. Oh, it didn't look again. God damn it. Did anyone see what that thing's name was? Shrine of Agony. It's a shit map too.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Lean Phantom. Luminescent Throne.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
there's no escape for you. Not bad.
Shadow Summoner.
Met me.
Since when do modules drop on Perma Borax? Have they added it? What do you mean? I don't understand. G'day, Day. Maybe Day should play Torchlight. I think he should. I think he should stream it.
Carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Is this
Ah,
the once again
Dead.
the fire burns?
oh, how did that not kill me again? What do we got? God of Swords and a beacon chest. I'm rich.
Bad. But
It's not strange. You can stream. It's fine.
I can feel ice and fire.
Yeah,
inside.
all I'm doing is going through.
Destroy all.
I've written down every name of every map and then finding out which bosses drop where or which bosses are in which zone. So you'll be able to target farm them come next season. So I'll have this. You'll be able to see where they all drop. And if you want to target farm that one, you'll be able to just easily reference the document. So you're not just running every map trying to figure out where each modularization drops from.
Honor and shame.
Hopefully it doesn't come out and it's just random that a boss drops a thing, because that would be incredibly dumb, in my opinion. Oh, mountain. Fuck. Mountain something. What map was that? Jungle of the Brood. Pirate season? What do you mean?
And meat food.
Conflicts carry the weight of
Black Sail?
shame.
Black Sail will never be nerfed. Black Sail's too core. Although I thought that about Soul Candles too.
But too bad you met me.
Mountain Ent Elder. Ah, that is one. Ent Elder. Oh no, Ent Great Elder. I haven't seen an Ent Great Elder yet. So maybe it's a new map? Have they mentioned new maps? As long as it's just... Because if it's just a profound talent constellation, you get them after you've completed T7, but you can use them in T7. So as long as it doesn't say that these only drop from T8, then it's fine. You can farm them in T7, hopefully. But who knows? Maybe they'll only drop with tier 2 mods, or 1 mod in T7, and 2 mods in T8, and 3 mods in Profound. I don't know. Grimwind Woods. I've done this map somewhere. I'm pretty sure this dropped one of the bosses. Trogmage, yeah. Oh, does it soul bind them with the Lunaria craft? Does it bind them? I mean, that would suck if it did. Gallery of the Stars. Three in Deep Space, yeah. Although there's only 5 Deep Space maps, so I don't know how that would work. If they make it a random skill drop, that's just gonna make this 50 billion times worse.
Not bad. There's no escape for you.
Test subject aroma. And the final one is Yesterday Chamber. Wow. That sucks. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. We can't change that.
Not bad. But too ant meat food.
The final boss is Law Chaplain. Alright, well, I've still got a couple of hours. That's good. Oops. Ooh, what's going on there? Lava Sea we did, so I'll hide these. How about I just make it 75%? Then I can see the whole thing.
I can feel ice and fire inside.
Goblin Priest is... Well, there's Goblin High Priest. There's not Goblin Priest. Because I didn't see any goblin priests anywhere. Grove of Calamity. Cerberus is not one. Sid is not one. Lion King's not one. Plateau. Nope. Chief Nexus Deacon. Nope. Amberon. There's huge. It's got to be large. Large. Thirsty Mines. King's Hunter. Nope. God of Swords.
Burning is
Nope.
my will to fight.
Chief Machinist. Einhar Supreme Elder Sage. Yep, there we go. Gallery of Moon. The Ember Winged Beast is the plague. Are these the same? Yeah, Voidlands with that shit on the ground. Sucks ass. Agito Punisher. Nope. Sand Giant. No. Yes, Sand Giant. Steelforge. Beast Plains. Beast Games.
Oh, how I thrive on the pain of my foes.
Amber Winged Beast. Yes. Thorny Filth. Trog Second. Cloud Walls. Divine Apostle. No. Dwarven Automaton. Yes. Weeping Mines. Infiltrator. Nope. Children of Phantom. Agito Punisher. Corona Shrine. Steel Forge is stacked. And the Golden Puppet. Nope. Voidlands. There's a few here that don't appear. Dwarven Automaton again. It's friggin' everywhere.
I can feel ice and fire.
Wait, what?
Thirsting to destroy all.
Lava Sea? Is Elemental Mine in... No? Oh, yeah. Elemental Mine is in Lava Sea and Voidlands. Huh. There you go. Never noticed that. I mean, you've got Grove of Calamity and Demi-Man, which is the same. But at least they've got different names. I mean, Thunder Waste is cheaper than Grove. Glacial Abyss. What do we said in the chat? If no one's going to farm it, then I will. Because I'm a rice farmer. Dwarven Automaton. Berserker. Nope. Great Worm. No. Priest of Elements. Yep, Goblin Priest of Elements. Dreamless Thicket. Blade Shadow. Lean Phantom Shrine. God of Swords is Mundane Palace. Ent Elder. Where was the Ent? Yeah. Is Jungle of the Brood. Trog Mage. Grimwind Woods. Roma. We need these two. Law Chaplain. So we don't have Tyrant or Itchy Storm. Is that a translation issue? No. And Tyrant. Is there a new map? First top up, legendary, fix an issue where after corroding Bing, memories, base traits. Copy, change color, change name, yeah. I normally mention the new maps at the end of the notes, but this is the best change ever, out of everything. Great Void now remembers the selections made. Panels. Probes. Creation. In Netherrealm stages, when Divine Right reaches 3 stacks, an additional God's Chest appears in the boss area? So you get 2 God's chests? I think they just reworked an existing map. Map? Nether Realm. I think they're just going to be a skill that drops, then you can sell them. That's how I read it anyway. If everyone has to farm their own, that's going to be pretty shithouse. Medium talent, dull, constellation. Where's the map that they removed? Oh, in the reveal. I don't know. I don't remember him saying it, but he might have. I might ask in creator chat, see if anyone knows. Unless they're deep space bosses. I mean, I can't run deep space to check because I suck. Could be one of these. Let's see. Have I still got TLIDB up? No. Modularization. What are the 2 that we are missing? Tyrant and Itchy Storm. So Tyrant is Steep Strike Chance. And this is the one with Gale. Must activate the current corresponding talent in Profane Talent Constellation. Yeah. Description. That doesn't really say anything about it. They all say that. So what if I just put that in there? Ugh, no thank you. Values only. This uses Trog Second General. What? Why did that not copy? Ah. Because it's got the plus at the start. So I need to do that plus... I don't like that. I guess I'll just make them bigger. This one has a lot. Paste values. Ah, that's a problem. Let's go with additional. We'll cut that and paste that there. Oh, I don't want to cut that. I just want to copy and then delete that. Yeah. Richter does love some Moto 1. Or you've got Big Chungus. Frostcore G2 leveling. I never did well with this. However, this gear seems pretty much non-existent. Apparently it's really good. Should I make a quick video on League starters? What did I say? I said Yuga 2, Mind Control, Gemma 2, Ice Lance, Erica 1, BM Legolas, Carino 2, Ice Lance. Selena got a bit of a kick in the face, didn't she? Let's go with Moto 1. Kappa. I've got Yuga 2 Mind Control, so I'll start off with that. Yeah, it works well without him. Trust me. Has this one got gear?
A beautiful specter, forever enamored with you. Could there be any love in
Yeah,
this
it's got
world
gear.
more romantic, more loyal?
Pro builds. Campaign finish for Shady McBroker. Oh, that's... I don't want it on that because that's going to screw with my... Actually, all that's auto, isn't it? Is Blurry Steps auto? No. For whatever reason, I have not made it auto. Whatever, that'll do. It's just for gameplay anyway. T7? Yes, but I have no maps. Oops, no. Bacon. T7. Glacial Abyss. 2's enough. Whatever. Yeah, I don't... Is Chromatic Shot just popular because it was shown in the reveal? Like, is there any quick builds? Where's Chromatic Shot? Am I blind? I must be blind. Spell Amp. Ring of Blades. Where's Chromatic Shot? There. Why is everyone focused on Chromatic Shot if literally no one built it last season? Any hero, Chromatic Shot. Spell Tangle, Chromatic Shot. Thea 1. Is that Thea 1? No, it's Gemma. Gemma. $200 bill. I feel like every season everyone's like, oh my god, the numbers on Chromatic Shot are so insane. And then in reality, it's kind of dog shit. I think Gemma 2 Ice in general is just going to be good. People are saying Thea 1's better for Ice than Gemma 2. But it's literally her build. Is there a Carino 2 Ice Lance? Yeah, still. Still builds there for it, which is good. Alright, I'm going to make a video. Hopefully this works. G'day everyone, Goober here with another Torchlight Infinite video for the upcoming season of Lunaria. In this video, I'll be going over some league starters for the upcoming season, starting off with Yuga 2. Now, Yuga 2 in the upcoming season should be pretty smooth. It gets a lot of... oops, that's the wrong button. It gets a lot of damage in the campaign, so you can complete the campaign with roughly 200,000 damage, which is enough to just walk straight into maps, and this is pretty much the no hands gameplay that you'll be able to enjoy whilst doing early maps. And it's just a walking simulator. Everything explodes and dies, and you can just really enjoy the looting experience. You don't have to wreck your wrists and press unlimited buttons. Thanks to an option in battle, you can auto channel mind control. So as soon as you press that button, it will just run infinitely towards that icon.
The mists of the sticks entangle me.
If we have a look at Shady Broker's build for the campaign, it is rather simple. Just collecting items that come from the campaign. One of the main items is Fighting Stompers. This gives you a lot of movement speed and damage while channeling. Born in Fire rings are very important for survivability. You can also switch out abilities in here that would otherwise drain your mana. You can put a skill conversion there so it uses life instead, and then Mana Boil is free to cast. A quick look at the skills: Mind Control with Control Spell, Cataclysm and Passivation, Blurry Steps for movement, Arcane Circle, you get Preparation later, Corruption with Terrain of Malice, Mana Boil, you'll want Deep Pain and Swiftness for a bit more movement speed. Onto the talents, you start with God of Deception with Affliction and Forbidden Power, grabbing the damage, movement speed, damage over time, and affliction effect nodes wherever possible. Reap Purification is gone in the upcoming season, however it is replaced with Ill Omen. We think it's going to be pretty decent anyway. It may just not be as significant as Reap Purification, so just focus on affliction effect and damage over time on your weapons, and the Reap aspect may be less prevalent until later on in the season. Lastly, you go for Elementalist with just more minus skill cost. That'll allow you to remove the cost conversion on Mana Boil, as it will no longer cost anything to cast, and it should be pretty good to go. Max channel stacks is what you focus on when you get to maps, and you'll be able to blast through all content at the start of the game and kill T7 Traveler probably on day one quite comfortably for basically any character. If you do have Abyssal Soul King, he is the best pet for mind control. However, if you don't have him, you can expect about a 40% damage reduction to this build, but even with a massive damage reduction like that, it is still quite good. Use your first battle Pack Spirit drop chest to get the Abyssal Soul King. MC is level 7 or 14 on Yuga 2. Oh, 14, yeah. So you basically get it at the start of the game. You get Affliction on an item, and you just run through the whole game. It's kind of insane. One thing I forgot to mention is with weapons, Reap is the number one affix that you want on gear. Apart from that is affliction effect and damage over time. Intelligence seems good, but it's just not calculated into this weapon is 20% better. So you just want to focus on affliction effect, damage over time, and Reap. Intelligence is probably the 4th best. And if you can get scepters like this, that's a good alternative as well. Just set up your loot filter. If you want a complete run through, check out my video where I go from campaign to T7 and T8 and beyond. Yeah. Yuga is nuts. That'll do for the first. Did I miss anything? There was no slates, so that doesn't really matter. Much stronger, yeah. So play the new character. It should be okay, I think. Alrighty, as for my number 2 pick, I would recommend going for Gemma 2 Ice Lancers. This build has not really been touched much in the upcoming season, so it should be extremely strong early on. You just run around dropping your tangles everywhere, and you absolutely blast through early game maps. It does get a little bit squishy, which gets sorted out later on. However, it is going to be absolutely mental at the start of next season, and you should be able to farm in T8 rather quickly. The campaign that I had on this was a little bit struggled. However, Coffee Beans has released a guide. Let's check that out. So Coffee's Frost Core leveling is massively upvoted, so it must be pretty good. You run dual Frost Core with Control Spell, Wind Projectiles, Sentry Modification, and Jump. And similar for the other one, however you use Grudge instead. Shadow Dash for the mobility, Compound Source, Biting Cold for your Curse, Ice Focus, Frigid Domain, and Frost Magus for some regen. Onto the gear, Corrupted Marrow, Omniscient Prototype, that's just energy. Ice Pulse is pretty good for Frostbite rating. Astrolabe, that's garbage. Weapon with a bit of intelligence and physical damage to spells. Cold damage to spells would work as well, pretty well. Lonesome, or just go with 2 Born in Fire rings if you just want to live and not die constantly. And Grace Boots for some Focus Blessing stacks. This will get you through the campaign, and then once you get to maps, you'll be able to use Tangles as they are locked behind level 55, I believe, 50, 55, something like that. So when you get to maps, but then you'll be able to switch over to a Tangle Ice Lancers build and be able to blast through maps. That's when you switch over to a build like this, where you use Peculiar Vibe, Insight, Tangle Stuff, Profit with Spell Ripple. That comes from your Ethereal Prism. Magister with Bunch for Focus Blessing stacking, and finally into Marksman with Gale and Close Range Fire. I find the MC range to not be too bad, because like in the early maps and stuff, there's no massive range, so you've got to run through everything anyway. and the damage is really quite good. Where is that node? One major thing on this character in Magister, you can get restores 3% energy shield on defeat. Rumor has it this is removed, but I didn't see it anywhere, so I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen. This will help your survivability immensely. From 10? Oh. Pretty sure that's in an hour. Yeah. So we've got an hour to go. Oh, what other characters did I say? Erica 1, BM Legless. This next character I have not played. However, BM Legolas plays it every single season, and he wouldn't play it if it wasn't absolutely godly. So if you go into pro builds and look at Legolas's campaign, we can see that all the items dropped are from the campaign, obviously. Awaiting, nothing special there. Bit of lightning damage to attacks and spells, bit of dexterity, and the weapon just has lightning damage as well. Erica 1 uses Thunder Spike as the main damaging ability. We have Haunt for a bit of AoE, Steamroll, added lightning damage and willpower, Spiral Strike for mobility, Shadow Dash for more mobility, Life Source for regen, Bull's Rage, and Electric Conversion. As for the talents, we go with Third Time's a Charm, Steady Accumulation, and Stuff. Blade Runner with Joined Force, and finally Ronin, and by then you're getting into maps. Once you're in maps, you can go ahead and, well, let's have a look. T8, 2 billion. That's enough to get going. Vorax has changed, so that's not going to exist next season. Heavy wear, chest, Vorax heart, Vortex heart even. We've got gloves with lightning damage to attacks and spells, and a bunch of survivability. No movement speed. I guess you just dash constantly, so you can just get a ton of tank on there. Restore 3% life on defeat for the belt. I didn't know it could come on the belt, so that's really nice. Damage, dex, and tank. Physical damage to attacks and spells, dex and tank on both of those. Main hand has lightning damage, dex, melee damage, attack strike, crit strike rating. Crit strike rating for this gear, elemental damage, and gear attack speed. And the offhand is a Farewell Desire. Main skills, Thunder Spike with the free Motionless that we should still be getting. Haunt, Steamroll, Willpower, and Electrical Overload. Spiral Strike with Timid, Charging Warcry, Bull's Rage, Cruelty, Fearless, and Swiftness. Slates, Attack Speed, Skill Area, Prod Speed, Life, and Lightning Pen. Quite nice. Make sure you grab your Farewell Desire as soon as possible. Apparently this goes for about 5 FE at the season start, but if you are slow to get it, then you'll be paying 500 FE plus. Plans to play Lightning Shot, Erica 1. Okay. Play Rihan. I'd rather punch myself in the dick, aka play Tarkov. What else have I got? Carino 2 Ice Lance. God. Is the video paused? Pretty sure, yeah. Oh, da, 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 da. It's blue. It's not Blizzard. It's not Frostbite. Ice Lancers. What level's this? It's not bad. Gravel. Carino 2 in the upcoming season has had the reload mechanic removed from the game. Previously, you would have to reload to, or use a movement ability to reload and enable your hero trait. That has been removed for a massive quality of life upgrade. So these builds will be even better next season. As you can see, someone has pushed it to 7 trillion plus. But let's have a look at one of the earlier stages of this character. We have blind vision for projectile speed as applied to projectile damage. Old grudge, that's just tank and intelligence. Marksman's braces, blade dancer's steps, rings with intelligence, damage, frostbite rating, and a bunch of tank. That's on both weapons and both rings, sorry. And the weapons are gravel. Gravel is generally pretty much worthless. Wow. Well, it's the last day, so these prices are probably massively inflated. But we'll have to wait and see what they are like next season. Last time I looked at gravel, they were literally a 1 FE item, so it should be interesting to see what they are. Proj speed affects reload duration, so it's really fast. Yeah, nice. Onto the skills, we have Ice Lancers with Spell Tangle, multiple projectiles, rebound, noble, and slow projectile. So this build is practically the same as Gemma 2 Ice Lancers. However, Carino traits make it a little bit different. Onto the talents. Goddess of Knowledge with Peculiar Vibe and Insight. Prophet with Extreme Coldness. Marksman with Gale. And Lich for Off the Beaten Track for all of the auras. Slates, Frail and Recharge. Intelligence, Damage and Channeled skills. Jumps, Agility Blessings, Spell skill levels, and Crit Strike against frostbitten enemies. 3 birds with 1 stone for extra projectile quantity. Pack Spirits, going with Iron Lion. What a cool name. Dreamweaver and Poisoned Omen for the +1 curse. Finally, we have Moto 1 as my final recommended build. I left it last because it has had a lot of changes. Whether they are going to make it a definite viable build, who knows? However, Moto 1 has been okay-ish. If you look at anyone, I would recommend looking at the Chungus himself, where he builds this character to the absolute extreme every season and does SS20. So Chungus is the GOAT for Moto 1. This is obviously end game gear. Early on, you just want to focus on getting physical damage to minions. Minion damage, command, minion max life won't really matter next season. as the minions are gaining a massive damage reduction. So you won't have to have minion max life. You can go with minion crit strike damage or a resistance on there instead. Let's see if we can find an earlier one. Richter bad character. Let's look at something else. 2-minute fight, 300 mil. Oh no, this is not a moto build. This is just, yeah. Let's come back to that one as the 6th. Chungus, comfy profound. Can I just search for the big Chungus? Creator. The big Chungus. No. Chungus. Why can I not find the big Chungus? Am I doing that wrong? Probably. It's an anything build that you can kill T7 Traveler on. This isn't really beginner either, because it's item level 100. Chungus. You got an early one, Chungus? 2 trillion. No. Alrighty, this is the earliest Chungus one that I could find. It's obviously not beginner, however, I guess it's something to work towards. Fiend Crown with a failed Warden's Breastpin. This is changing in the upcoming season. The max life is no longer there, which doesn't affect Moto 1 at all. Winter of Origin. Fizz damage to minions. Command, minion damage, minion crit strike. An energy shield. You can go with an extra resistance on there. 2 rods with command, intelligence, max summon synthetic troops. Minion physical skill damage. Chance for minions to deal double damage and crit strike rating. Crit strike damage. This is huge for crit, which is pretty much what's going to be on most of the gear. Moto 1 was bugged and it gave you overload instead. What? As for the skills, holy balls. Activation medium, minion. Fizz damage, slow projectile, a couple of magnificent and nobles. Timid with a cheap activation medium. Pretty much if you're going for these, activation medium elite is going to be the cheapest activation medium, and it will just always trigger timid. Blink with magic dash, quick mobility, and cooldown reduction. Dark Gate. Was that a wind rhythm? Oh no, it's perpetual motion. Still horribly expensive. Machine Army, Weapon Amp, Projectiles, Radical Order, and Energy Fortress. Fuck. This is not a league start build at all. This gear is insane, and he's just like, comfy profound. Comfy fucking endgame, Jesus. Hero traits, veteran, tough as nails, and charge forward. No doubt, Chungus will put out a campaign build guide early in the season. He always goes Moto 1, so I would strongly recommend just get to Profound as quickly as possible and check the pro builds for a Chungus build that you'll be able to follow into SS20 quite easily. I guess finally, let's find that stupid build. This has nothing to do with Moto. This will work on every single character. And this is what Marcus made the hardcore event be a complete joke. You just build this, transfer this gear onto any other character, and yeah. You'll be able to do T7 Traveler, no problem in the upcoming season. If you can just die a few times because the survivability isn't great. So we have Hecate's Vision, Futile Trade-Off, Despised Shadow, some gloves with fizz damage to attacks and spells, crit strike rating, damage, and a little bit of tank. Damage, max life, resistances, fizz skill level, resistances, crit strike rating, and damage. Rings, max life, fizz damage, dex, and some resistances. And 2 frantic shadows, which, again, at the end of the season, they're expensive. At the start of the season, they're pretty cheap normally, I believe. But this combo doesn't require a hero. It can be on any hero you like. Uses double thrusts with willpower, haunt, steamroll, quick decision, bull's rage, spiral strike. It is very, very fast. Timid with preparation, burst of anger, swiftness, weapon amp, thunder magus for more attack speed, and acuteness focus. Acuteness focus? Whatever it was. As for the talents, Goddess of the Hunt with 3rd times the charm and steady accumulation. Blade Runner with joined force. Prophet with extreme coldness. And Ranger with fluke. As for the statues, we have additional damage for 4 seconds after using mobility skills. Additional attack damage, converts physical damage to cold damage, and +1 physical skill level. So hopefully this build doesn't survive in the upcoming season. However, it probably will. And it should be a quick T7 Traveler kill if you want it. Anywho, that's all I've got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the upcoming season. Anywho, that's that video done. Do the thumbnail later. Oh, actually, return to login screen. Let's go to Asia. Because I do want a... Oh, this looks familiar. Want a screenshot. That's enough. Copy that, paste that over there. I'll use that for the thumbnail. Yuga 2. I'll use that for the thumbnail. Anywho. What else did I have? Gemma 2? 4MS America? I don't think so. Too expensive for T7 Traveler, yeah. Gemma 2, I don't have a skin for you. But everyone knows it is this one, so that's fine. What else we got? Oops. What did I say? Carino? That's one. Oops.
And for the glory of the Herman family.
Carino. Oh, I shouldn't use that one, should I? No. I'm going to use the... Going to use that. Because that's cool. Actually, that shouldn't include a background, so that's fine. What was the last one? Moto, Carino, Erica. Erica 1. Where is Erica 1? In before she gets ruined.
Erica on an adventure.
Alright, that's the thumbnail taken care of. Go for your one. But I like Yuga. Yuga 2. I'm just going to go to the toilet real quick.
Burning is my will to fight.
Alrighty. What do we do for the next 40 minutes until the season launch? What else? Do I just work on the spreadsheet? Ah, that's what I should do. No, not that one. Wait. Tag filter. Mode. So we need an early beacon farm. Snip this. Where's my snipping tool? You can come over here. Resonance is the profound ones. So this is going to be garbage. Okay, I won't do that then. I don't want T8 beacon. I guess there's no really T7 beacons, is there? Fuck, they've gone for that as well. The fuck, bro? Am I gonna have to make one myself? Do I have the rerolls for it? Let's cheat and look at what the beacon was. Mode beacon. T8 beacons. Ah, there we go. I mean, that looks fine. Oops. And God of War, of course. What are these? Rarer and drop quant. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Alright, so that's beacons. God of War is pretty much mandatory for everyone. Nightmare Cube. Ali? Who's Ali? No idea. This was a beacons. This one is Cube. Yeah, I'll take any tips you want to give me. Except for your tip. I don't want your tip. Tips for the game, I'll take. Don't select the two big nodes to the left and the right. Which big nodes were those? These ones. Ah, extra time and +4 in the God of War. That one. Oh yeah, because that appears all the fucking time, doesn't it? I never go up for that one anyway. I only ever go for this. But this is interesting. The +4 levels. You'd think you'd want that, but I guess if it's reducing the amount of cards that you get from like this, then that's the one you want. Very good. I won't ever take this again then. That's pointless, that's pointless, that's pointless. So I guess you could just go for that. Although you probably don't even need that if you're not going the extra 4 levels. So you just get these ones, your chance, get a bit of duration, be done with it. There you go. Very good to know. Did I copy that? Yep. And this one. What was that one? That was Cube, obviously. What else is very popular? Nightmare's very popular, but Black Sail. Adia. What's he gone with? Uses compass. I don't want to fucking use a compass. I don't want to recommend people use compasses. Yes, no compass. No compass. Black Sail. No compass. Snowpaper. Yes. Oh, it's just Black Sail. Yeah, okay, cool. That. This should be in every single one. I don't understand people that don't use that. It's just free money. Black Sail. Sandlord. What is the Freach Play Lord? Uses compasses. No thanks. Don's Sand War. Good, good. Yep. Alright, let's go with this one. Where's my snip gone? The oops, missed. Let's try that again. What the fuck is this? Why? Don't think people in T8 have that many points. Anywho. What else is good? I don't really want to put God's Chest in there. What's that? That's 4. Got Black Sail, Cube, Beacons. I'll put a Dream in there. Fuck it. Dream's good. That's that one again. Fuck. Sergeant Rabbit. Who is Sergeant Rabbit? Don't know who you are, but I like your stuff. God of War. Fuck yeah. This is my kind of build. Simple. God of War. Dream. Go on. I would just make these myself, but I don't think I have the 52 points. I don't remember things. I have a memory like a goldfish. Excuse me. Probably should mute my mic every time I need to clear my throat. Actually, I need to get my... Oh, I've got 25 minutes to make that video. Alright, I'm going to get my drink bottle. Pea plants are coming up well. Why do I always press that? With all this wasted space here, why... Like, why is it just that? Why aren't these 3 options just options that you can click on? Alright, what did I have first? The beacons, yeah. Yeah. I will take into account your advice. Oh, beacons, here we go. Take that, take that. I don't have enough points. Probably remove those for now. Actually, do I have enough points? I've got 31. That's not enough points. Well, that's 20. That's 49. What'd you say? 52? So I got 3 more points. Got a war compass, yeah. You love mist, eh? After 2 weeks, yeah. Mist Essence is so cheap early on. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll just buy up all the Mist Essence for later on, but then you need that FE for your build. 4 points into here for that node, yeah. Ugh, it's so slow to click on everything because I'm on the American server. That one without these three. Across there, yep. So that's 20, 46, 50. G'day everyone, Goober here with a quick video on viable farming strategies for the start of the upcoming season. These strategies will be based around T7 or early T8 farming. Hopefully I capture some decent strategies here and enable you to progress in the upcoming season with little troubles at all. First off, we'll start off with a beacon strategy. This is mainly for T8 and above. It's not really great in T7. However, we'll just get into it now. We start off with God of War. I have stuffed up already, as you need all the chance for God of War to spawn. So I'm already deficient points. You can take that away from these points here, as well as take away some duration. Well, so we've got God of War, which is the main thing, and chance to get attacked by God of War followers. Onto the beacon nodes, we have 3% chance of bosses to drop additional beacons. Down to Resonance dropped has a chance to become beacons. Across here with the Queen's Disciples, up for the God's Chest, oh not the God's Chest, the Beacon Chest, and prioritizing Glacial Abyss beacons as they are the most expensive. Also with the chance for magic monsters to drop 1 additional beacon. That's why you go with the God of War followers. Into the commodity page, we want the magic monsters as they have a chance to drop beacons. Don't take the resonance. Alright, let's restart that video. This one. So you get those 3 instead. Oh no. That one. Yeah, okay. So you go like that. Once, yeah, fair enough. So it's simply just across to the left, across to the right, down a bit, up the right hand side, and in. And what's that? That's 45, 49. So you've got a couple spares. Okay. I'll just put them in there just to bring us up to 52. Or we'll just go with extra quant. Yeah, 0.3%. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, isn't it? G'day everyone, Goober here with another video for the upcoming season of Torchlight Infinite. This time it's the Lunaria season, and I just wanted to go over some quick void charts to hopefully help you in the beginning of the game, towards the end of time mark 7, early time mark 8 farming. We're going to start off with beacon farm. So with beacons, you want God of War. Pretty much every strategy that you do early on, God of War will help you, as it gives you extra movement speed, attack speed, spell speed, all that sort of thing that is good for clearing maps as fast as possible. So if you have an opportunity to add God of War to your strategy, I highly recommend you do so. We go with points into God of War followers. These are magic monsters which trigger a chance to drop beacons. So you want to add as many magic monsters to maps as possible. Into the beacon tree, we go across for bosses have a chance to drop beacons. Across to the right with the Queen's Disciple has a chance to drop a lot of beacons. This is a fantastic node. Down the right hand side for beacons have a chance to be replicated. Magic monsters have a chance to drop additional beacons with the beacon chest and prioritizing the most expensive beacons in the game. If you drop more glacial abysses, even if you're not running that zone, you can sell them and buy the other cheaper beacons and sustain your maps that way. Finally, in the commodity tab, you want to go with the magic monsters as previously mentioned in the beacons tab. In your Profound Talent constellation, you just want to go for the rarer Confusion cards, hoping to hit that good God of War card. Mode filter, what was the next one? It was Cube. Alley. Next up, we have a talent constellation here for Cube. Cube is needed for slates and slate materials early on in the season, so it is a huge gamba mechanic. However, it is also very profitable, just selling all of the materials on the market. Also, you can use the miner wedges. I was thinking resonance for some reason, but you can upgrade the minor wedges into transcendence wedges and also gamba those for some slates if you wish, or just sell all those materials for easy currency. You can also get some pretty nice FE drops from the Cube of Rapacity from the end of each map. You can either put some points into beacons for sustain. However, personally, I would put these points into God of War to get through your maps even faster. It's already over 52 points, so that's not going to work anyway. Disappointing. If you have the tank for it, you can go with the plus 30% drop quantity for -4 Netherrealm challenge attempts. However, if you don't want to go with that, just go up for the rarer Confusion cards instead. Black Shell, Sergeant Rabbit. Next up, we have a Black Sail tree. This one's by Sergeant Rabbit. It is a very lean one, and it should be pretty good to go. God of War, so you get through the map as quickly as possible. And onto Black Sail, all the percent chance to get Black Sail. Going up here, Whisper of Wealth will get you a lot of scraps and things like that. Scraps are worth an absolute metric shit ton early on in the season as everyone tries to upgrade their hero memories. Whisper of Wonder is a nice addition if you don't have hero memories or the armament for extra hero memories to drop. Be careful with this one if you are using a loot filter. A lot of the popular loot filters hide the lesser hero memories, so you may have to press Alt or modify your loot filter to show all memories, as those materials early on, even the bad ones, sell quite well. I need to move. I can't move where it says that OBS is paused. Another nice addition to this strategy is he goes with snowpaper fragments, as every boss can drop them, and they're just a nice little extra injection of FE to your build. What am I doing? Dun 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 dun. Way too many points. Way too many points. Be 18, is it 15? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, yes 15. So if you did 15 and a little bit less in here, it'd work. I don't have enough points. I need more winding keys. They're going to cost all of my FE, aren't they? Or not. Well, that'll do.
Fire inside, thirsting to destroy all.
I don't have enough, of course. Well, I don't need to reset that. I'll reset that. Reset this. Reset dream. And just go for this. I think that's all the points we got, isn't it? 30, 42. Oh no, I've got more. Okay. 40, 50. No, not that one. This one. I'll remove that. $70, yeah, okay. I'll keep going with the 50-ish. It is an early. There'll be strategies up that people can copy after that anyway. Next up, we have an Oasis strategy. So Sandlord is a great passive one to build up. You get decent rewards in the map. However, your Oasis can have a passive generation of income as well. So we go with all of the chances for Sandlord to appear. When Sand Pirates appear in the Netherrealm stage, there's a chance to get additional waves. This means you get more resources for the logistics department and generate more gold in the income as well. Coins have a chance to be replicated, as well as a chance to get empowered Sand Pirates. To pair up with that, we go with the chance for God of War to spawn. And with any extra points, you can just go in here and get some snowpaper fragments. As you get more points, you go for the other set of snowpaper fragments as well. This will be a nice addition to your farming, at least on day 1 and 2, as you set up. Remembering, after a couple of days, there'll be plenty of pro builds up that you can just click on, apply to your strategy, and test them out as well. What else did I have? Dream. Dream. I dream a dream. Oh, I made that beacons, didn't I? Yeah. That was Sergeant Rabbit too, wasn't it? Oops, wrong one. Pro bills. I was going to make a loot filter, but I'm going to run out of time. Ugh, I always click on that. Mode, dream, rabbit. The final strategy that I personally love, because I have Shepherd at 6, however Shepherd at 1 also benefits quite nicely, is Dream. All the chance for Dream to appear in your maps, additional drop quant there, and reduced chance to trigger the Nightmare, as well as the invading boss that can drop the Queen's Grace. The Queen's Grace is not worth much. However, the boss that invades can drop Sweet Dream Talkings up to a stack of 20, which is a huge injection of funds. To pair up with that, we have God of War with extended duration, so you can definitely get through the map as fast as possible. Into the profound talents, just rarer confusion cards, as you want to get the really good... Oh, I think it's this one here, actually. Yeah, he doesn't actually take that. I would definitely take this node, because this rainbow card is absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. The servers are about to go down. We'll all probably not go outside and enjoy the fresh air and just wait here staring at our screens, hoping for the servers to come up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Rest in the beacons. Paloma? What's Paloma? Oh, Sun Ubar. Oh, yeah, I did that too. When I was doing the... Yeah, this one. When I was doing the T1, T2 stuff, I had that drop in the short as well, which is crazy. Pretty funny. I got pretty lucky in those T1, T2 shorts, to be honest.
Oh, how I thrive on the pit.
Can't wait for this to be different. Recommended DPS, not much. 1 billion DPS. Go Keegan. That's what I'll be doing next season. Billion DPS, smash Keegan. Hopefully get some early of those 3 when they're actually worth something. You have your strat already? Yeah. Do I go Gemma? Well, Mist Essence isn't worth much in the first week. Like it's 2 or 3 FE. So if you could farm day 7, ooh, imagine the FE you'd get. I suck at Mistville though. So there's also that. Let's just look at one more thing before it shuts down. Jammer. Jammer, jammer. Where is she? Oh. It's about to go down. I just want to see if I've got anything on this character. No chests. No. Do I have time? I want my name. I just wanted to look at her. Bend over. I just wanted to look at the thing, you know? Anywho, that's all we've got for that. So let's bring this over. And I can go back to... this. Wonder why this has just skills and nothing else. Like these have plus stuff, but the other one didn't have anything. Anyway, Trog Mage. Values. Goblin Priest of Elements. Doesn't have anything either. So bizarre that some of these just... I have a skill. And the others like, I give you heaps of good shit. I think last season was the same, wasn't it? It always goes down 24 hours before. They did one season that was a day late. What's this one? Skill area. What was that? That was Medium Ember Automaton. Oh, I forgot to make a video about this. Well, shit. If only I was allowed to log into the test server. Even though it's last season's. Huge Ember. Wait, what? So the medium ember and the huge ember have the same thing, but the huge also converts damage to fire. Values only. Profane is plus 7% additional wilt and deterioration duration plus 7% additional erosion damage. Ratlin just converts. Chief Machinist does literally nothing. Oh, Lean just converts. God of Swords. Oops. They fixed Rehan 1 or 2? They said they fixed guerrilla tactics for Moto as well. I wonder if they actually did. Because guerrilla tactics hasn't worked on Moto for, well, since they introduced it. Itchy Storm. You gotta have the MTX. Ugh. Is it worth playing if you don't have MTX? So many of these don't have anything. It's like, I've got skills. Good for you. And finally, Punisher. Alright, now if we do this. But then I want this to be wrapped. Does that look too shit? Doesn't look great. But it's better than it did. And I guess I want it to be centered. Unhide. Why have I got spaces in here? Were they just hidden before? Is that 12? Yeah, that's 12. Weird. Oh, I just added those two, didn't I, as well? Let's get rid of that. Boss name. Lava Sea. Let's just do this. Is that gonna ruin? No. So that's fine. So Alt Enter? Yeah. Da-da-dum. That needs... Oh, it's still 75%. That's why it looks weird. Ba 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 ba. So make that 100%. Oh god. That's okay. Still fits on the screen. What if we make this lava, thunder? It's kind of just white, isn't it? Steel forge. No, I don't like that. So that's okay. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Maybe I can find where it is in the reveal. What? Welcome. Yep, this is actually it. Lethal Flash looks sick. G'day everyone, Goober here with another video for the upcoming season of Torchlight Infinite. In this video I'm going to focus on modularization, or as you know from Path of Exile, Spectres. Just going to watch this quick clip from Andre, and then I'll get into my spreadsheet where I've gone through every map and tried to find where each of the bosses spawn. The way that we think it's going to work is when you get your Profound Talent, after killing T7 Traveler, you're going to be able to spec into that, and then the bosses that you kill have a chance to drop their skill gem with possible effects that can be added onto it. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. Some of the extra additionals look crazy, but first let's unmute and watch this, and then I'll go to my spreadsheet to confirm.
Any changes in a while, but this season we're introducing something genuinely new. Have you ever been mid-running the Netherrealm, killed a powerful enemy and thought, I wish I could just use that thing? Well, this season you can. Introducing Modularization, the new mechanic for synthetic troop builds. Module skills pull a monster's traits and generate a replica with a portion of their abilities to fight beside you. Take the Truck Boss Second General. Modularize him, and you can summon his replica to deal ferocious Shatter Fist blows to enemies. Now, unlike standard synthetic troop minions,
so if we look at this, we've got a modularization support gem there. It's level 21. It's 21 star. Pretty sure they only got up to 5 stars, Andre. What's this? Sheet DPS. 1.7 billion sheet DPS. Okay, bro. It kind of sounds like they got the editing right this season. Normally he sends off the video to get edited, and they just completely screw the audio. So Earth Shatter, it just says the standard stuff, but plus 1% additional damage for minions summoned by this skill, which sounds amazing for every 5 strength.
Truck Boss's damage scales with your strength stat. The more you invest, the harder it's gonna hit. The Medium Amber Automaton probably has a few painful memories attached. Its modularized form unleashes that same energy onto your enemies. Massive damage output combined with a debuff that reduces their damage output.
I want to find what this modularization resonance is. TLIDB. Noble? Was it a noble? I think it was. A modularization. Alright, so there's 4 here. Wait. Oh, it's 4 nobles and 4 magnificents, of course. Wait. 3 magnificents? Additional damage. Oh, Sever. That's the one that they take no damage. Yep. Huh? Plus 20% additional damage for the supported skill. Minions lose 99% of their damage, but gain 20% of their damage. Eh? Anywho. Oops. Superconductivity. Additional damage. Cooldown recovery speed. Cooldown recovery speed and additional damage. That's just the level 5. Okay. So that's it at level 5, because they all nobles and magnificents give you 20% additional damage. That's just additional damage. Hit the summoner has landed, plus 5% damage for the minions, up to 15 times. So that's 75% damage. This is the aggressiveness noble with just 35% additional damage as well. That's friggin' insane. So compress is going to be awesome. Let's have a look at these. So burden. Damage is transferred. That's nice. Resonance. Okay, the other two don't exist. Holy shit. What's cluster? Shared burden seems kind of garbage. Cluster seems kind of garbage. Resonance looks fucking insane. 60% additional damage. Up to 68% at tier 0. That's mental. This is a negative. Is it 50% or 25%? But I think Maniacal Army would counter this anyway. So it doesn't matter. Anywho, back to the video.
Then there's the Ravager. Modularize it, and it's gonna unleash Ravaging Slash across a wide, rectangular area. Ravaging Slash guarantees steep strikes by default, and your steep strike chance scales its damage even further. The Goblin Priest rounds out the showcase. Modularization lets him convert most cold damage to fire damage while adding a percentage of cold damage on top of fire. To unlock module skills, activate the corresponding talent in the Profound Talent.
In Otherworldly dungeons, native Otherworldly bosses have a 1.6% chance to drop one additional module skill.
Constellation. Then defeat native bosses in Netherrealm stages for a chance to obtain their module.
Why is he fighting a Plane Watcher?
By the time the Lunaria season goes live, there's gonna be a ton of options available at launch, including over 20 boss modularization options. But we've actually got a lot more planned going forward, including Plane Watcher modules. Beyond their basic
Alright, so looking at this, we've got three.
effects, module skills also roll with additional random affixes. Some examples: boost your minion's action speed and your own movement speed, on-kill explosion effects, one that locks nearby enemies' erosion resistance at 10%, and there's even a mysterious affix that activates the persistence aura for you and your minion.
Did he just say persistence instead of precision?
Honestly worth running even if module skills aren't your core focus. We've rebuilt chromatic.
So it looked like they all dropped with 3 of the skills as well. Where are we? Modularization skills. So if we head over to TLIDB, we can see there is a bunch of enemies here. Unfortunately, it goes down this far and then they just repeat themselves. I'm not entirely sure why, but we've got all of the boss types here, and some of them come with the additional abilities. Some of them just have, you can summon too, who cares? But then the modules that were available are down here, and some of them sound really nice, like the haste protocol, extra attack speed, cast speed, movement speed for your minions, but also 20% movement speed for you and allies. That'll be great for group play as well as just solo play, where your minions are granting you 20% movement speed. That is kind of insane. Area would be good as well, additional area damage. Minions summoned by the skill grant 60% skill area to you and allies. That's really nice. There's probably a lot in here that would be really good. There's a physical damage boost one. So imagine on Boom Moto, if you got 15% additional physical damage for minions, and then you also got haste protocol for the movement speed. I don't know why it's not coming up anymore. So physical, haste, and area. Those three would be absolutely phenomenal for that, or even if you just got Fearless program with the other two. So there's a fair few nice combos that can go with that. Onto how you obtain them. He did mention in the video that you could kill an enemy and get that enemy. So what I've done on my spreadsheet, where is my spreadsheet? Hello, Bueller? There it is. Sorry for the bright lights. I'll turn off my camera as well so you can see everything. So I've gone through every map: Glacial Abyss, Lava Sea, Thunderway, Steelforge, and Voidlands, and I've written down which boss comes from each zone. As we can see, the Goblin Priest, I just put in High Priest there because I didn't find any Goblin Priests. Just has the minion skill Frostclaw and Firebird, comes from Demiman Village and Grove of Calamity. The Trog Second General, which has the Giga passive here, comes from Twisted Valley and Cloud Walls. Dwarven Automaton, Singing Sand, Elemental Mine, Weeping Mines, and Elemental Mine. It's the first time that I've noticed that the same map, exact same map, is in two different zones. These two maps are the same, but at least they got different names. Trog Mage comes from 2 within Glacial Abyss and 1 in Voidlands. Okay, that one's duplicated as well. Only just noticed that. Goblin Priest of Elements only comes from Dreamless Thicket. Medium Ember Automaton is the Wall of the Last Breath. However, the Huge Automaton has the same thing here, but it also converts your physical damage to fire damage. Also comes from Thirsty Mines. The Ent Great Elder. I didn't... which one was that? That was Voidlands Jungle. So Voidlands Jungle, it had a Mountain Ent Elder. So hopefully that is the Ent Great Elder. Hopefully. Jungle of the Brood. I was going to say Blood, but Brood. Ratlin Stormer Captain has a few maps that you can get him on. Chief Machinist from Court of Darkness and Sacred Courtyard. Lean Phantom comes from Shrine of Agony. God of Swords from Mundane Palace. I couldn't find where Itchy or the Tyrant spawned. Maybe there's a couple of new maps coming in the upcoming season. Sand Giant comes from Beast Plains. Einhar Elder Sage comes from Gallery of Moon. Thorny Filth. Yep, Filth. Drops the Ember Winged Beast. And the Punisher comes from Corona Shrine. If you want to check this out, the link to my tracking spreadsheet is always in the description of every video. And yeah, hopefully this is useful. Hopefully this is exactly where they come from. at a 1.6% chance. So you're going to have to run a whole bunch of maps to get one, and then you can farm up the good modules that you need. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this is accurate. See you in the upcoming season. Cheers. Yeah, 10,000 FE. If you get all 3 of those, oh god, you can tell what my pause unpause button is, can't you? Did they have anything in there before? Yep. No. Okay. All right. Sweet. So hopefully this is accurate. I hate to have wasted all that time. I don't really think I've got anything else to do for Torchlight. It's 12:30. I should go mow the lawn, poison the backyard, do some gardening, do the dishes, win some brownie points so tomorrow I can stream as long as possible. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be on to stream probably a half hour before the season goes live, just to talk some shit, and yeah, I'll see you all then. Thanks very much.